Okay, I think we're okay, sweet. We're live. Hello, Aisha. Good to meet you virtually. And I said this before we went live. I'm really, really grateful that you said yes to having a conversation with me today. So I'm excited to have you on the show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be part of the show.
Yeah. So I was looking around doing some research about you a little bit. And I saw that you have a YouTube channel, which I actually watched some of your videos.
Please. No. That one, like, please.
So I guess to like start off, my first question for you is like, how did you get started in fashion? Like, how did your passion for fashion start? Was it from childhood? Was it from your parents? Like, give us the background.
Um, my part started because I wanted to make money. Let me be honest. I wanted to make money. So there was nobody that was pushing me or anything. I wanted to make money, and I wanted for you to make money, you have to do something different, something unusual. So something that was not available. That okay, yeah, it's not available, but people need it.
Yeah.
So I was in school there. I won't be able to do so many things because I'm a nursing student, and having a business is kind of difficult and impossible. But what they call it, COVID came in. Even before COVID, I've been running a fashion brand. But when COVID came in, I was able to think wide, and I started like that. But let me not lie, anything I've done in this life, even that I did nursing, that is because of money. So that was why I did it. So I have something to go back on apart from your profession.
Yeah, I hear you. And that's honestly, that's very honorable. And I just love the honesty because I mean, it does make sense. Like, you want to do something that's lucrative, you want to do something that's profitable, and you want to do something that, like you said, can bring in that extra income for you. So, like for me, for example, when I was in uni as well, I used to sew for my friends on the side, like mend their clothes, I'll make them head wraps, scarves, just a little extra source of income. So I definitely can relate to like wanting the extra source of money. So how did you, when you decided that you were going to go into fashion, how did you decide which aspect of fashion you wanted to do? I know your brand, you have some like makeup products that you do as well. So how did you narrow down what exactly you wanted to do?
So when I started with I was making ready to wear. I don't know if you know that, but because I've deleted some from my page.
I didn't
So
even know.
yeah, I started with scarf actually, and with scarf I started with like 40. I started my brand with 14,000 naira. So I
Wow.
went to the market. I got some materials for scarf. I cut it like 1.5 yard and did the edges and just packaged inside nylon. So that's what I did. Then I saw some clothes, posted it on my WhatsApp. People were pre-ordering. So let me just I've been lucky with business that people patronize. Even when that was my first time, people were pre-ordering. So I got pre-orders to start the ready to wear. They did that too. So normally I'm into food also. I wanted to
I saw
just
that.
cover
Actually, I
yeah,
watched your YouTube video.
I wanted to cover the
Beautiful.
whole like major aspects. I don't have money, but I just wanted to do the whole food, beauty and fashion. So
Mhm.
that's what I wanted to do. So the food is there, the beauty is there, and the fashion. Even though I don't have time for others, just the um fashion. So I now I'm doing one. It's not like I don't have lip glosses available for sale or everything. They're available. If you want to buy, but I don't post it. So meaning it's people that know that this guy is selling this, they'll be able to patronize. But I don't promote it. I don't do anything. Why for my bag? So I later realized that I have to focus on one. So
Mhm.
when this one is doing well, when you introduce others, they'll be able to like embrace it. So I
Yeah.
tried to like narrow everything down. I stopped the old scarf and you know, the ready to wear dresses I was making because I'm a Muslim, so most of my friends too are also selling scarf. The ready to wear, for it to be bigger and for it to do well in the Muslim modest wear, you have to be using expensive material like brocade,
Mhm.
original silk. You have to use something expensive for people to appreciate it, and the design must be unique. It must not be the regular own. So if your design wants to be regular, you have to use a material that only you can source, others will not be able to get. So it was kind of difficult and expensive to run a for a clothing brand, because you go and buy the material in bulk, you don't even know if people will like the material yet. Then you are risking it. So I still feel clothing is more expensive than what I chose, the bag. So when I decided to like just narrow everything down to the bag, because it's easier, it's just the bag. Once I make a bag, once I'm making another one, it's going to be exactly the same. I'm
Mhm.
like ready to wear now. If I wear it on my own body as someone that is not slim, as a thick person now, and it's a slim person is wearing it, at times it alters the design of the clothes. Unlike bag, a bag is a bag. Even if it is big, it's still the same. Even if it is small, it's still the same. So it's just easier generally.
Yeah. And I love that you like kind of did a whole like you had a plan about it and you looked at what's working versus what's not. And then that you made that shift. I guess was that shift intentional for you when the bag started to and for those who don't know, Myra Champ has really, really beautiful beaded bags that are so cute and they're really popular right now. And I really, really love the aesthetic, the design, and it just is very quality work. So for those bags, was that decision intentional for you to kind of shift your attention to focus on that? Or was it something that came as a byproduct of people liking the bags and then you choosing to focus on that?
So I started leather bag, that's funny pack. My department wanted to do the nursing week, and the team was denim and fanny pack. So I decided to say, okay, let me make inquiries. So I did my research. I got someone that can make the fanny pack for me. So I started with fanny pack. It did well. It did well. Even non-nurses for me. It did well. And the profit was like crazy. The cost price and the whole thing was just crazy. I really gained a lot there. Gained a lot there. So after I did what they call it. I started going to handbag. So the handbag kind of like messed the whole thing for me because it was not like of quality. The woman was making reduced quality. Unlike fanny pack, it's just the old fanny pack, the one with like that look like a purse and has a belt. So that's
Yeah.
what I was doing. That was very easy. So I wanted something quality for a bag that would be solid and strong and everything. She wasn't delivering well, so I made huge loss. That was like my first loss. I did the bag, though people still bought. As I realized that I don't think it's what I'm offering. It's just like people just want to patronize me at some point because this bag I didn't even like them, but yeah, people were still buying. They were patronizing me. Then fast forward to 2020 COVID year, I decided to like I didn't want to make the whole regular square bag. Everybody doing this leather bag, they're making it. If I want to make another, either I'm using a different leather, but eventually it's still going to be the same thing.
Mhm.
So let me not do the whole leather bag. So I decided to go into fabric. Let me use fabric. Let me use four. So I made those bags. So people really like them. They patronized and everything like that. I decided to make clutch too. People patronized, liked it. Then I was about going back to school after the whole lockdown to resume back. Then my friend was telling me that going through beaded, beaded was never it was never my decision. I didn't even plan on doing it. And normally I'm a very stubborn person when it comes to like listening to people's advice. But this one was just so natural. Oh, going to it, I said, okay, fine, let me see. One of my aunts do make beaded bags. She'll show you some designs. Maybe you like them. So when I got there, I was like, can I some of your designs? She showed me the designs. I saw one. I really loved it so much. It was really nice. That's one of the designs I know that when I started with, I'm still selling it because it's not on Pinterest. It's not from any page.
Mm.
It's my creation.
Nice.
So I continued with it. Then I saw the love. It was unique. It was like it was not the regular beaded bag people see. That was what gave me an edge. That's why when I started, even people that have started before me, I passed them because that particular bag was one that made the way for me, and it's still like one of my best selling till now. That's the Pierre Royal bag. So I just decided to like listen to her. Let me see your aunt, and now she's working for me. Now she's my PA. So it started
Nice.
as a business partner, but as like employer and everything. Just work for me, work for my brand.
I
So she
love
saw the
that.
benefit too, and she decided to stay, and we've been together since 2020.
Yeah, that's so nice. And I'm glad that two things that stuck out for me from what you mentioned. The first thing that you said was that you were doing, when you said the word research, my heart fluttered because I was like, that's so good. Because a lot of people don't really do research. They kind of just like throw things at the wall and see what sticks. I mean, that approach works too, but also doing the research is helpful as well. But then the question that I have for you about, you said you had some issues with the lady that was producing your bags. When you go out to source, and this is shifting into like producing and manufacturing in Nigeria, what does that process look like for you when you're looking for people to create products for you? Do you make all your products yourself, or do you have artisans that create and then you kind of purchase from them?
So now me, when I look for someone, I don't want to look for someone that it's not like I'm trying to work on someone like how like cheat someone. I didn't want the whole exposed artisans because eventually these people that are exposed, they can do anything to make money. So they will cheat me. So I was looking for someone that is not she's good or is good, but she's not into the whole social media life.
Hmm.
That's what I was looking for. Someone that will understand me. But eventually, the person will be selling my bags behind me at a cheaper rates. These people are criminals, we know. So, and I was not in Lagos. To make the business easy for me and interesting, I had to look for someone in my own location, Songota, Ogun State, that will be able to do this thing. So I will enjoy this business. Or else, I'll have to be going to Mushin, Lagos to look for this Senegal artisans, and it's going to be difficult for coming from like I know the number of times I spent with this woman. I literally cut some of these bags, make the design myself for her to be able to sew it, do the measurements myself. So that's the difference. These artisans, I don't need to do all those stress. They are good, they'll be able to do it. But this one, I have to be done to sit down, tell her the measurements. She cannot just see, check my sketch pad and bring it to life. I have to do all the work. So it pays me now because I know I'm doing this. She's loyal. She's not going to do this to me. She's a mother. She has 2 kids. She's a good Christian. I want to work with someone that is loyal, someone that has fear of God.
Mhm.
So and this most of them they work with other bag makers too, not just you. So your personal I'm discussing with oh Mairachamp was here. No, I don't want people to know people that are working for me. They're not behind this thing. People know their names. Like I mentioned it at times. Oh, Mrs. This, Mrs. That. You know their names, but I want them to be like behind the scene in a way, not like everybody will have access to them because people can go and meet them, give them money, do this, do that, do that. So that's it. How I was trying to do. I wanted to do something that was close to me. It's not the money I pay them well. It's not like they're cheaper or something. I pay them well. I just don't want something that be far from me. So I just settled with her. Even though she gave me headache and everything, I decided to like pay money for her to go and learn more. So she's going to be better. So I invested in her a lot. And that's what I do to everybody working for me. If I see they're not up to what I get, I just have to invest in them. Pay for more, for them to train more, to learn more, and everything like that. Now that I'm in Lagos, maybe, just maybe, Mushin is very close to me. I can now use those artisans, but then I was in Ogun State and they were far from me.
I see. And just, I guess, point of reference, I'm from Ogun State as well. I actually grew up in Shagam, like lived most of my life there before I moved. So that,
They don't have,
sorry?
like I said, you can see they don't have so many things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a limited amount of, I guess, like artisans that you can get access to. But I love that you were like trying to train people and get them to acquire more skills so that they can be able to work for or, deliver the quality of the products that you particularly wanted. So I guess speaking of you running your day-to-day business, how do you financially plan for your business? Do you like get funding from investors? Does your family help you out? Or is this just like your personal investment? And feel free to share just as much as you want to. I definitely don't want to put all your business out there.
So my business, like I said, I started with 14K.
Wow. You've done
Because
really well.
yeah, something that was given to me by my aunt. She gave me I think that was £15 or £20. I can't remember, but when I changed it was 14K I got from it that year. That was 2020. No, 2018, sorry. That was 2018. She gave me that money then. So I got the money, I withdrew it, and I went to the market. That was why how I started. So normally, I've not had the opportunity of someone giving me like 1 million for your business. Nobody has given me that. The money is just from what I sell, I reinvest. But recently, that was the ending of last year or beginning of this year, I've seen my sister, she has given me, oh, take this 400K. My friend, she wanted to save her. Instead of keeping her money in her account, take this 300K. So that's the two, like, it's very, very direct and straightforward. Those are the two people that give me big money. To me, I'll say big money. And before I forget, there's one of my friend in 2020, COVID year. Then she had, I'm going to mention her name because she really helped my business. She's one of those people that I've never met her. I've never met her. We've never seen each other. We've just been friends on social media. We met on Twitter. She's from Ghana, and um, let me just she's from Ghana, and she just liked my business. Where I talk about my business, then on Twitter, I was always tweeting about it. And she found out, okay, yes, this person, let me invest in her. This. She had vision for my brand, even more than me. So then she assisted me when I was having challenges of the machine the woman was using. I invested in the woman a lot. We got the industrial machine for making bags, all those things. So she gave me money for all those things, roughly 400K. It's not like she gave me the money once, she was giving me small, small, small. So I can't even remember total amount, everything. So for me to have this packaging I have now, she was invested in it for the packaging. She gave me money for packaging too, money for the machine. So the money she gave me then, that's what I used the money for. So I can say for my brand to gain the recognition, so it's because of the money she gave me then. Because by then my packaging stepped up and people noticed the packaging then.
Mhm.
So that was what helped the brand. It was the packaging money she gave me. The leather bags became good and better because we got new better machine. Though I'm not into leather bags like before anymore, but she contributed to it. So I won't forget her. That was in 2020. Then when my business started making sense to people, that's when my sister could say, okay, take this. My friend could say, take this 300K. Let me keep it with you. But they know I don't spend my money foolishly. So she knows if she's giving me 300K, I'm using it for something, putting it in my business.
Yeah.
That's the only money I've gotten that has helped me. And when I was in school, as best graduating student, so they gave me 250K. So it was part of what I use for my business too.
Yeah, that's
Just
awesome. And I want to applaud you because you're actually really, really smart. And everything that you're saying about being wise with your money, even knowing where your investment comes from, like you have it in your head, you know the people who have given you money. If you know you have to do like a return, like if they ask for their investment back, I'm sure that you have all of that figured out as well. And that's a really, really good strategy and a really good plan to have. So let's transition to like doing business in Nigeria, some of the challenges that you faced, what's been the biggest one that you faced and you overcome, or maybe one that you're currently going through right now?
it's the copying of design. They don't see that problem.
People, do you mean the copying of the like beaded bag designs?
They don't see that as a problem. It's too common. The last time I had to like speak out because one of my design gone. That design is a masterpiece. I spent months trying to bring it to life.
Mm,
I researched like the bag was not something like for the hand. We wanted to make something that was not regular, that was not out there. It was like my creation from scratch. There are so many bags I've created. They've taken it. I don't complain. I don't talk about it. But this particular design, no. Like that's one design I know I spent a lot. Like the investment I spent to buy the beads at once was a lot. So I spent a lot on that design, and people just take it. I mean, coming out to tell you that okay, I'm asking you not to take this design, but don't do it exactly how I made it. Add your own, like recreate it and put your own touch and everything. And I was seeing subs on beaded brand pages about competition, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to lie, there's obviously competition. Even if you're my friend, there's competition, but there's something called healthy competition. It's not toxic, it must be healthy, but competition is needed for a business to even strive and do well. So even if they are trying to form the old sister code and everything like that, fine, good for them. But me, I'm not going to play with my business like I don't like I'm not touched when I see it happen. And the annoying thing is that when they want to do this, they block me before they post.
mm.
They block my business page, they steal the design. If you feel you are just taking it and there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, according to them, why are you blocking me?
Yeah.
So that's the challenge now I'm facing, and it's a problem because they don't say anything with it. But their defense is always like, oh, when you started with people's design. No, there's no design on my page that I took directly from Pinterest. If I take it from Pinterest, Pinterest posts on page, they don't post it under a brand. You can just see some design that they just posted it. It's not under a brand or something. That would be it. And now when I stop all those things. So you cannot be using that one as defense, like, oh, when you too. How many designs are from Pinterest on my page? How many? If you see a design from, I didn't use the same bead. That
Mm.
would be just one pink bag. I didn't use the same beads to make it. It's a different bead entirely. It's not even this exactly the same way the person did it. But that's always the difference. But you too. If it's for me to stop, I will stop producing the bag. But will you stop producing my bag? No.
I hear you. I hear you. And I can see how that's a challenge because even outside of Nigeria, it's a challenge to for a lot of designers where, fast fashion brands will copy their items and replicate it. And for you, the challenge that you're saying you're facing is that people are literally just waiting for you to do the intellectual work of
And they just
creating the bag and they just copy. But the funny thing, Aisha, I feel like there's like several options, and I'll suggest this and feel free to take it or dump it in the trash. But something just came to my mind because I was reading a little bit about like the history of fashion. And in the past, what some brands have done to like quell this is that when you design the bag, first of all, you have to take some legal steps to like protect your copyright. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can talk to a lawyer,
not,
protect your
not
copyright.
working. It's not working.
But then also, after you do that, instead of them stealing it, you can sell it to them. So if they're going to take it either way, that can be another source of revenue for your business, where you say, I'll give you the license to my design, but you have to pay me for it. But we can talk about that offline though. So
Yeah, see, that's funny. I've done that. You can take this design, but you have to sell it. I mean, I don't even need their money. Sell it the amount I'm selling it. Don't sell it. Don't devalue it. Don't sell it cheaper. But they block you once you reach out to them. They block them. These people, they are so brutal. I don't know what to call it. They don't have emotions, and they don't see what they're doing as wrong. So if you confront them, they think you are trying to fight with them. And for the legal step, it's difficult. They said it's not possible because it's beaded, you're not molding it, the beads are available in the market. It's see, I've spoken to 4 lawyers and I'm tired because everything I'm just telling you, you're in Nigeria, you waste your money.
I see. I
Yeah,
see.
you waste your money. So like for the legal part, it's not even working. I've been doing it since November last year till now, and it's not working. I've
Yeah.
seen a lawyer telling you, sorry, I've seen lawyers telling you, let me advise you. As you're my guy, you're in Nigeria like this, there's no law, you waste your money. This, that. And at times when I complain, they just tell just you should be motivated. They are trying to like it shows they are doing something good, that they are copying you, blah 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 blah. No, no, it demoralizes you at times, and you don't even
Yeah.
want to like you don't want to create anymore. But I feel like when you create, some people are feeding off your creativity. I don't want to do this anymore. So it makes you less motivated, not motivated. You're always less motivated. You don't want to do anymore.
Yeah, I definitely hear you and I can hear your frustration as well because it just seems like it's like they're waiting for you to create something and then they just pounce right away. And I can see how that can be very frustrating. So I don't have a solution right now, but I'm definitely taking notes so that we can, because I have a, behind the podcast, there's a community of other African entrepreneurs in fashion. And basically, that community is just for us to come together and brainstorm ideas to our problems, the problems that we're facing. So I'm definitely going to take note of that one as well, because it definitely is a big issue in fashion industry in general. So I can definitely see how that can be frustrating for you. I saw on your Instagram, though I haven't been stalking you, but I was doing some research and I saw that you like to read. So we're just going to go into a little fun question really quick before we come back to like, the regular podcast. What's been your favorite business book that you've read so far? Your favorite one that has impacted you the most?
I'm going to say rules of wealth.
The what?
Rules of wealth. I have R factor. Rules.
Rule
Rules of wealth.
Rules of Wells. Oh, I haven't read that one, but I'm taking notes.
So the reason why I like it is because it's letting you know that so many things, so many Like I can't borrow money for my business, but I can tell you invest in it than to borrow money. Like you know you learn so many things. But if you are borrowing the money, if you're letting them invest in it, you're not under pressure. Like you're letting them know that this thing is not it's not short term, it's not. But if you're borrowing the money for a while, they'll be expecting their money so time, and you'll be under pressure. But you're trying to return someone's money to them.
Mhm.
Then you just want to you understand what it means to be wealthy, not spiritual. Like what it means to be wealthy. You're trying to accumulate money. You're not just doing it for the short term, it's a long term goal. So and also how to like manage your resources, how to manage your staff, people that work with you, how they're
Mhm.
like great assets.
Yeah.
You learn a lot with from the book. I'm currently reading one, how to win customers and keep them for life. I really like this one.
Oh,
I'm
I'm going
funny enough, I read it, but I don't stick to authors. That's me. I know title of books, but for the authors, I don't really notice them. How to win customers and keep them for life is really good. It's interesting. I'm not done, but it's interesting. Once I'm already out of ideas on what to do to keep, I just go there and it works for me. Like I got one that you have to be close to your customers, message them, talk to them, and it works because I don't use the old email marketing for now. But I tried to message all of them on Instagram. At least I messaged 100. And out of that 100, at least 20 bots bags. I messaged them, oh, it's been long, blah, 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 blah. And you see someone telling you, oh, I wanted to come back, oh, but I don't have money. Just tell them that, okay, I returning customers can have this discount. You'll be excited. Call their friends, this. So I learned something from just like when you're already losing you're already having, let me say, creative block,
Mhm.
then no sales kind of go. If you pick up the book, you have something that will ginger you and usually make sales. Immediately you read that book, your customers will come back. It's like
I love
magic.
that. I love that. And for everyone watching, I'm going to have a list of the resources that Aisha recommends. So in the show notes, make sure that you check those out so that you can get access to those resources. But you talked about like staff and how to train and motivate your staff. How do you do that? How do you find good people to work with? How do you motivate your staff? How do you inspire them? How do you keep them, how do you communicate the vision of the brand to them so that they're also plugged in and tapped into that vision?
Okay, so now I have 5 staff that want bit like I pay them salaries, but I have students that are learning bead making too. So like that's it. So but they also work for me because as they're learning, when there's order in bulk, they also make it because they're still learning. So we
Mhm.
use them too. So these ones that we are using now, they will work. I don't need to pay them, but I pay them. So there can be days I just give them. They're never expecting the pay because they are learning. I still pay them. So to give them, I can tell you anybody that make 5 bags today, I'll give you this. They will make 5 bags that day. They'll finish it. I give them the money. Then for the ones I pay, some of them they are done with school. They are yet to gain admission. All those things. So I have to like motivate them that see, I'm a lady. This they're ladies too. Like I'm a lady. If you want to be like me, some of them, if you look at it, they're like my age mates, my age gap. Like I'm older than them with just a year or two. So I tell them, if you want to be like me, I didn't start like this once and every. I started gradually. You have to understand this. You have to like what you are doing. You have to have passion for the job. And they've also seen some of the people that have reached out to me. Most of the people that have bought the bags, most of the people that works with the brands, they've seen that these are like public figures too. So they just have hope. Normally, like, oh, if they see post a picture of any celebrity, oh, they'll go and say, we made the bag. This, they're also proud of it. So I made them have the whole feeling so that they must be, even if I'm just like, and so what? I've made it in a way that they're always happy. So once I tell them, see this bag, you're delivering it to this person. This person is a celebrity, package it well, be clean, do the finishing well. They know, they understand it. They're always happy to do it. And everybody, I want to be just make so and so bag. I want to be just make the bag. So when she posts, I'll say, oh, I make the bag, I made the bag, I made the bag. So that was what I put in them, and they're used to it. Then for the head designer, like I'm the designer, but my assistant, that's my PA. That's my friend's aunt I told you about. She she was working as a salary person. She was under salary before. Then she stopped going to that particular job. Then she focused on this whole bead making, and so she has seen how much she has gained. She makes per month. She can come to work. Not like she comes to work anytime, but if you are sick and you don't want to go to work, she will say she's not going to work, and you'll be able to rest at home.
Mhm.
So not like she'd be forced to like come to work. She can come late. There's no day she won't come, but she can come late because yes, people are in charge, people are doing there's no work today. So she saw the advantage that she can take care of her children because she has two kids and three kids. So she
Yeah.
saw the advantage and okay, there's money in it and everything. Funny enough, my staff they don't like when I'm not there. That's what made me. I'm always proud of myself. I expect these people to want me to be far away from them, but whenever I'm not around, they don't like it because they don't. How I put it, there's lack of motivation, lack of creativity. Because I'm just like we create design like every day is always there. I can see a bag now. I want to bring out another design from this bag. I can sit down. Whenever I'm in the store, my head is booting. I'm trying to think of new style, and there's more sales because I'll create more content. But now I've been away from the store, no content. Page is just dry. They don't like it.
Yeah.
So they don't like it. So normally I just tell them for their own self too. You can be your own boss. You can make your own money. You can do this. You can do that. That's just how I motivate them. No
Yeah.
one to tell you, no one to tell you that. That's just it.
Yeah, I love that you have a relationship with your staff. Like you all are cordial with each other. So when I was in Nigeria, I was an apprentice. I was a tailor's apprentice, and I remember in the shop, it was just always there would be a radio. There was a Yoruba radio station that was playing in the background. People are while working was sewing, but there's just a rapport in the shop when everybody's there. So I imagine that that's the kind of relationship that you also have with your staff,
Always
where
play music and dancing and singing. It's always as if we're celebrating something every day. As if we're celebrating.
yeah, yeah, I missed that, and I remember that we had that in the shop as well. When I was an apprentice. So I love that you have that with your staff. I do want to ask you, how do you maintain your mental health as first of all as a Nigerian, but then second of all as an entrepreneur in this space? How do you take care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, everything?
When it comes to my mental health, I try not to compare myself with another brand. What most brands they like to do or people like to do is like followers counts on Instagram. It is not necessary. It can be someone in your own industry and community having so and so thousand and you just have 6K. You can be better than them. So never use the whole don't compare with anybody. You can say, okay, yes, I want to be like Brandon Blackwood. I want to be like Fisayo. I want to be like Animal Iris. These are people I look up to. But just imagine now this Brandon Blackwood blew like it was doing well, oh, but after 5 years, he got the whole same with Sky Collective. I think she's like maybe over 5 years before she got the attention. So she blew 2020 animal. So most of these people that I see, they'll be like my I tell myself that my business has not yet blown. My business is growing, and I
Mhm.
like the fact that it's growing. It's not the old overnight success. The overnight success will surely come. That's why maybe a particular person will carry your bag, tag you, and it's blow, it's go viral. Particular, okay, I have reels going viral, but there'll be a particular time you have, in a day you have so many others, like 100 others, like 200 others. It will come, but right now, I'm not saying my business has blown because it's just there. It's doing well, fine, but it has not yet blown. It's just gradual, gradual, gradual. So I try to know that say life is a process
Mhm.
and their challenges. I try to understand that with me. And whenever I'm not doing well, I just try to look at the days I did well, the days I made this thing. This yeah, I set to go out and make how many thousand sales and everything. I'm not even close to it. But I'm not beating myself up to it. I'm not beating myself up because
We're still in May. You still have time.
no, apart from it's time, it's going to if it's going to happen, fine. So if it's not going to happen, like still fine. But I know it's just giving me like, oh, you need to do this. You need to have another strategy. You need to step up your sales. You need to. find another way to do this, pay for advertisements, this and that, this and that. But I realized that you just have to keep on doing your own stuff, and the world, let me just say, the world is watching. People are watching you, and keep on doing it. Then my physical health, use my drug whenever I'm sick, go to the hospital, use my drug. When I'm having a headache, I sleep. It will be like I'm not taking orders today and I won't take orders. I just want to, I'm not checking this phone today. Today is rest. I'm having a vacation from business. I'm going to do it. It's my holiday. It's my holiday. Because we work every day. We take orders Monday to Sunday, anytime. If the handler is not online, if I'm online, even if it's 2 a.m., I'll reply your message. They know that one. There's no day, there's no time I can't reply. So I don't have a specific time, or maybe 7 to 8. No, I'm available whenever I'm available to reply. Then the handler can reply during the day, but if I'm online any day, I can reply any message. That's it. Then I just pray to God. If things are going well, I'm to rely. Thank God. If they're going, thank God too, because there are reasons why things happen. I can remember when I was running sales, I was trying to do my Facebook account got, I don't know, it was difficult for me to run sales. I lost my authentication. I needed the authentication stuff, and I've lost the SIM. I could not get it. So I could never make advert for the old, oh, I'm running a sale and everything like that. But immediately after the sale ended, the Facebook thing came in like a miracle. It started again. And then I was really beating myself like, I need to do this, I need to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I realized that, okay, why is it after the sale, this now worked again?
Mm.
That it didn't make me promote. So I just told myself that maybe I would have encountered a terrible customer that would destroy all my hard work. And I just started overthinking it, that God had reason for it. That's me. If it's going well, God has reason for it. If it's going left, God has, just pray to God that as it is going left, your mental health in check. Everything stay intact. No wahala.
I love that. I love that. You take life as, as it comes. You don't compare yourself to other people. That's so important. And then you also said that you try to remember that life is a process, and the concept of overnight success is really an illusion, because everybody has been working behind the scenes, and sometimes you don't see that. You only see them when they blow up, but you don't know the blood, the sweat, the tears that have gone into,
Not
building that brand.
success. So, like, have you not seen someone just starting to brand? Like, I mean, they just made the first, no stress at all. They're just thinking of it and they posted it. It goes viral. Before the person even starts, even launch the brand, and person has already sold out. It's
Oh, wow.
possible. Yes, it happens.
So that.
Yes, it happens. But
But is it sustainable though? That kind of virality.
that's the problem. So they have to. I think it's more difficult, but like to do something different and extra again to keep their customers, do you get, to still keep them around. But if it is gradual, people, it's, to me it's interesting. People can tell, oh, I know when you started. You started with this. Oh, you're so hardworking. Blah 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 blah. This that
And
that.
they've
So
had more time to connect with you, to know you and like you and trust you. So
yeah, the trust is very important.
yeah, yeah. I was also gonna ask, like, how many years have you been in business so far?
I'll do the fourth year this year, August.
Nice. So what is something that you know now that you wish you had known when you first started?
Um, it's going to be business money, like paying myself salary and saving. Like, when I mean saving, don't stop touching business money. That's it. My business money is different from my personal money. Till now, I'm not going to lie, I've not gotten it right. I still mix my business money and my spending money together, my personal money. So everything is still, it's still not in check. But I
Yeah.
have always known. It's not like I've not always known. No. I've always known, but I'm
You
still
just
finding
haven't practiced it.
I'm finding it hard to like make it happen.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
I I found out that what's the word? The more you use your creativity, the more it comes.
Mhm.
So it's not like I wish I had known earlier, but I got to know that the more you use your head and you try to think of style, the more it keeps coming. So I try to like be creative all the time and not steal from people. I've seen designs that I like to. I don't recreate it. Like let me do my own. So it's going to like do well. Also, customer satisfaction, like you have to be trustworthy. I'm going to get your bag on Monday before 12 p.m. Let it be on Monday 12 p.m. People that I did that for like 2 years ago, they will tell you now that God, you're too this thing, your delivery is very fast because of the fact that you're not even in Lagos, you're located in Ogun State. How do you like that's what they ask me. How do you do it?
Yeah,
You're so fast and it's handmade. Do you make it down? This, that. So
I
I'm
love that.
so I made. I'm thankful because it took my money, but that's like something that made the business easier and interesting. We
Yeah.
don't have to rush order. We make down. We keep in the store. Then just pick and deliver.
Yeah, that's really good. So you mentioned three things. Separate your business finances and your personal. That's something we talk about a lot on this platform because I'm actually an accountant. My 9 to 5 is in accounting. So this platform, I really try to give resources to people about how to manage their finances for their business. And I was going to ask you if you know any good business bank accounts in Nigeria that you have tried or that you've seen your friends use in any capacity.
No, people use I don't know what it does for business or anything, but I know people use that.
They use what? Sorry, I missed that.
Asking me the bank,
Yeah, or resources.
I know people use just Kuda Bank,
Kuda, okay.
and I don't know about this, but me, I use the regular bank in Nigeria. Like that's what I use.
Wow.
Also, before I forget, you spend money to make money.
Oh, that's another good lesson.
Make money.
But how you spend the money is important still.
How you spend money is but obviously in your business. So if you don't want to spend money and you don't want to run advertisements, market your business, you don't want to spend that money, you just want to be collect, and you don't want to spend at all. You not better not make money. There's nobody that is doing.
Let's talk about marketing. How do you handle marketing for Mairachamp? Are you focused on digital marketing? Do you do any in-person word of mouth marketing? How does that work for you?
For marketing, start with there's no gathering that people don't know that they girl as a brand. So I start with that. Personal, I have to sell myself first. That's one. Secondly, I use the Facebook ad on Instagram. That's the Instagram marketing. Then marketing. So that's what I use now. But I told myself this year I'm going to be doing the old hand flyer stuff. I'm now in Lagos. I'll be bringing my girls to come to and do. It's going to do. It's going to go well. It's going to go viral. So it's something. Then probably pay for a billboard ad advertisement in Lagos. So one of
Yeah,
the two. So that one I'm just trying to do for this year. Part of my goals for the year.
I love that. I can't wait to see your stuff on the billboard somewhere. That would be so amazing. Because your bags are truly beautiful. So I would love to see them like on the billboard, and that in itself is a work of art. So you mentioned that you sell yourself. So wherever you go, you're not shy about talking to people like, hey, my name's Aisha, I have this brand. You make sure that you sell yourself, and then you also use digital advertising as well, or digital marketing. I love that. So I guess
Is that when I have something? I'm very shy. But if I'm given the opportunity to myself, my business is like I must put it. My name is Aisha and I'm the founder of Mairachamp Nigeria. It's a must. That's how I introduce. So
yeah, so it's part of your identity now. I
I
love
forget sometimes. Like I forget and announce at times. I don't
yeah. So we're going to jump into the lightning round now. So this round is basically like the first answer that comes to your mind, just answer, and time is of the essence. So we're just going to quickly run through a bunch of questions. Are you ready? Are you ready?
yes.
Okay. So first question, what's the best purchase you've made so far in 2022? Like a random thing, doesn't have to be business related.
None has not been best. No,
You
not
haven't bought yourself anything this year?
no. This year has been tough. But let me say, I paid for an advertisement, like proper advertisement. Like we made a video for Valentine, so maybe that I spent it, and it came out. So people, the comments, people, yes, you did well, blah blah blah. That'll be it. But
Okay,
this year,
I love that. I have to go check your Instagram page because I don't think I've seen that video, but I'll go look. I'll go look in your archive. Next question. If you could tell someone starting out in African fashion, in Nigerian fashion, just one thing, what would it be?
people are designs. Your mental health must not wanting no. People will steal your design. People pay for it. Also, you have to spend. Nigerians want to spend money their business and don't make this money.
So you tell them people are going to steal your design, so be ready.
Pray for it.
And then secondly, you have to spend money to make money. Gotcha. Okay, next question. What is your dream for Nigeria and the African continent? This one is kind of deep, but
Deep. God, I don't. Hmm. Ah, I just want an African country. Like, let me know that this continent to just work. Good leaders. It's not just Nigeria. Every African country don't have any good leader. Let me just say, my dream is for us to have a good leader and a good, let me say, a working economy for Nigeria now. Everything this, I don't know where to start from. If I'm talking about this country, I don't know where to start from. But let me just say, a working economy in Nigeria. I don't know. I can't swear. I don't know where to start from because I don't even believe in a better Nigeria, that there'll be a better Nigeria. I don't believe in it because it's getting bad, it's getting worse. And this everybody has the same ideology. Everybody going into that position, they have the same thing, same idea, the same bad thing they want to do. No one has a difference. Anyone that is telling you I'll do this, I'll do that, they'll get there, they'll do something else. So saying a particular thing just as if I'm wishing for the impossible.
mm. So you want good leaders and you just want the system to work. That's
Yeah.
all. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so that's the end of lightning round. Where can people connect with you and where can people connect with Myra Champ after this episode?
They can check me on Instagram underscore AI dot SHAH underscore. Then Twitter Mustafa underscore Aisha. That's all. Then for my business, Mairachamp.ng and Mairachamp on Twitter and Mairachamp on TikTok.
You're on TikTok? That's
Just
nice.
started. I'm trying to like get. I don't understand this, but I'm trying.
I
I'm,
just
I'm
joined
shy, so I can't do the whole city. So, I can't do all those things dramatic for me. So
I just joined TikTok with, business or African fashion. So I'm also figuring it out. So we can figure it out together for sure.
make you for you it's kind of easy. Once you make a video giving talks, like post it can go well. But no, for a business person, especially for a brand, show yourself with the bag, be talking, be making all those things people make. It's not. I don't think I've ever made a video of myself on my business page trying to do what other people used to do, trying to just transition. Because I'm not the one making. I make the bags. I can make them, but I'm not the one.
Do you have a social media do you have someone who manages social media?
Yes, I have someone working with me, but when I even reply faster than her. Maybe I'm going to work.
So maybe she can handle the TikTok and do all the posing and all the dancing for you. But I don't know if that's like a priority, but it's fun to do, so
So
maybe.
yeah, so I'm just trying to do the old transition videos. Do you understand? So maybe like showing the beads and making it, bringing it. So I'm still doing that.
That's nice. I'll definitely check out your page. All right, friends. Do you have any question for me, Aisha, before we wrap up the episode?
For your fashion community, that you just opened, I want you to actually reach out to. I think you should not even look at. Don't be scared or anything. Be free to reach out to anybody that you want to have an interview with, and just do it and try to bring people together. And if possible, if it's growing bigger, just like have a, because you're not in Nigeria now, because I'm part of a fashion society Lagos and they have virtual and physical meetings.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
I went for one on Sunday, last week Sunday. So you just talk about your frustration for the week, what you've gone through for the week, what you're facing in your business. You rant, and these people, there are people that can relate with your problem because they're also into a business. Not like your friends that might not be into business, but these people they're also into the fashion world, in the fashion industry. So you can rant and just tell them. And I want this platform to grow bigger and people to know more about it. So like I said, don't be scared to reach out to anybody. Reach out to anybody, any business person, any entrepreneur you want to work with, you want to interview, just reach out to them. These people have they're nice too.
Yeah, and I so appreciate that because honestly, I've been like, it's a little scary. You don't know if people will ever reply or if they'll pay you any attention or any mind. But listen, I'm going to keep reaching out. You never know who will say yes, right?
Hmm.
So
That's
I
me
will.
now. When I send message to come and carry my bag, I will send message. You want to reply, reply. If you don't reply, nothing's going to happen to me. Nothing's going to happen to the brand. It's everybody can shoot business shots, so
Shoot
it's not.
business shots,
Yeah,
guys.
it's not embarrassing. Like I sent you message, email. We like to carry this bag. We like to use it. We like to advertise for the brand. Yes or no? That's the answer. And if you decide not to answer, that's a no. And I've taken it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll take that advice and I'll keep it and I'll put it into practice as well. But for everyone that's watching, thank you all for watching. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay and for sticking with us all the way to the end. Aisha, it's been so great having you here. Thank you for sharing your words of wisdom, the books, the nuggets, everything. And I'm going to go check out those books and I'll DM you and let you know if I what I find useful in the books because I'm also a bookworm myself. So I so appreciate the recommendations and thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
glad.
Yeah. All right, friends. See you all on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.